She has been called one of the most talented actresses of her generation. Now Scarlett Johansson is back on the big screen in the new film, A Love Song for Bobby Long. She plays Percy Will, a jaded teenage loner. In the movie, Percy returns home to New Orleans after her mom dies, and she's ready to reclaim her childhood home.
So, when's the funeral?
It was yesterday.
You should have been there, young lady.
What's your opinion?
I guess you already know the deal on the house.
What deal?
Let me tell you what the deal is. The deal is that Lorraine left the three of us the house. Austin and I are 2/3, and you are only 1/3.
Scarlett Johansson, good morning. Happy holidays.
Good morning. You too.
Can we talk about the movies in a second and just talk a little bit about what's happening in your life right now?
Sure.
Because, I mean, It Girl is a bad label. I know a lot of actors say, please don't call me the It Girl. But you are so popular in Hollywood right now. You've got 2 movies coming out now. You're on the cover of magazines. Every time I turn on one of those shows, I see stories about you. I read about you all the time. What's it like to live your life at this stage?
Gosh, I hope I'm not overexposed.
Well, but that's what I'm getting at, I think.
Oh, great.
No, I mean, are you worried about that at all?
No, I mean, I've been working, I've been working just over this past year, over the past couple of years, continuously. So I never really think about it because my mind is always in work, and so I never have time I don't read magazines, and I don't really watch
So that
TV.
aspect of it can kind of go on without you knowing it.
Yeah, which is, I guess that's fine.
But as a young actress in Hollywood with so many opportunities in front of her, do you sit down and almost like a business plan? Do you make a 5-year plan?
I try not to plan too far ahead. I mean, certain projects just come to you. I mean, when we were doing Love Song for Bobby Long, I'd coddled that script for about 3 years before we actually made it. And then other films just kind of appear. I did a Woody Allen film this summer. I didn't even know a week before I was going to shoot it, and then there I was in London for 2 months.
So when you look at your life now, Scarlett, and when you were a very young actress, when you were first starting out, is this what you kind of dreamed of? What's going on with your life right now?
Yeah, I think definitely to be able to be successful with what I love to do is a dream come true for anybody. It's pretty amazing, and it's, it sort of doesn't feel real, I guess.
Is there an actress you'd like to pattern your career after, that you look at and you say, you know what, I'd like to have that kind of a career?
I think, there's a lot of incredible actresses that have had an amazing journey, but I think Meryl Streep probably is. She's so incredible now. Her work is amazingly resonant now. You can watch her in a film like Manchurian Candidate or Adaptation and then go back to something like Sophie's Choice, and she spans, her talent spans her whole career.
Let me read some names to you, okay? Clint Eastwood, Billy Bob Thornton, Bill Murray, Sean Connery, Rob Reiner, Sofia Coppola. You worked with some, monster talents. What do you try and learn from each of these people? Do you pick their brains at all?
I think every experience I have working, I learn something about myself as an actor, and how far I can push my limits dramatically. And of course, I'm always interested. I'm always watching. I try not to ask too many questions.
A bit of a sponge?
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about A Love Song for Bobby Long. You star opposite John Travolta. What was that experience like?
Well, John is absolutely. I think this is one of the best performances he's ever given. He's so amazing in this film, and he's so incredible in this dramatic performance. It's really moving. He plays an amazing character, and he's just deliciously wonderful.
And when you hear, Golden Globe nominations coming out of a role like this, what does that mean to you at this stage in your career?
For me, it's a big deal because it means that hopefully it will bring more people to come and see this film. It's a film I'm really proud of, and I think I think it's worthy of attention, and I think people will enjoy it. So that's what it means. It means the most to me in that regard. Other than that, it's just a lot of worry about a dress and all of that stuff.
Are you already thinking about that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Have you written your speech?
Oh, no, please, no.
That's kind of a jinx. I think you have to go up there and just ad-lib it.
Yeah, I'm way too self-conscious to write a speech or anything like that.
You seem anything but self-conscious. And everything I've read about you, you're probably one of the more confident actresses in Hollywood right now.
Well, thank you very much.
Let me ask you about this other movie, In Good Company. You star opposite Dennis Quaid in that. obviously very different roles. You play his on-screen daughter in this one.
Yes, I do. And Dennis is a very, very wonderful and responsible father, both on screen and off, I will say.
Let's take a look at a clip from In Good Company.
Yeah.
Are you going to Sports America offices?
Yeah.
You an intern or something?
No, my dad works there.
Oh.
Are you interning there?
No, I'm starting a job there today.
That's cool.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Don't tell anyone, okay?
Okay.
My favorite comment about this movie was the LA Times described it as a chick flick for guys, which I've never seen one of. Is that a fair description?
Yeah, I think the Weitz brothers probably, and Paul Weitz, who directed and wrote the film, is one of the most sensitive men I've ever met. He's wonderful, and so, yeah, I think that's kind of accurate.
Tell me a little bit about, the downside of all this fame at this particular time.
I think, there's a lot of pressure, when you're put in the public eye to have your private life out there, and that can be kind of strange because when you're having private moments that you think are private, and all of a sudden you realize that people are staring at you or someone's stealing it with a camera or something, and that can be quite, hard to get used to, but I don't ever want to get used to it, actually.
But those can't be as bad. I mean, if somebody catches a private moment by accident, that can't be as bad as when you open the paper in the morning and read something that's just completely not true.
Well, that can be, I'm sure you have your fair deal of all that stuff, and I think that it's, it can really anger you because you read it and you just say, I didn't, that's
I've never
not
shopped
me.
in that store. I've never been to that restaurant.
Exactly, and that can be disconcerting, you wish that it wasn't that way. But people like to read gossip, whether it's true or not, and I guess as long as the people that know me well think good of me, then it's all that really counts.
Well, people are saying great things about you. You're obviously doing awfully well in Hollywood right now, and I hope it continues for you.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to see you.
You too.